Yes, yes. Even midway through your trip, you weren't even, through with the Philippine tour the last time. You already said that I'm going back to the Philippines.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, does anybody remember that? He was telling me, he was telling everybody, I'm coming back. Well, welcome back. And how was your second trip to Manila so far?
It's great. Like I said before, I'm coming back, and I couldn't wait to come back here, man. It's been great. You guys welcome me and my guys and my friends with open arms, so it's always a pleasure.
I mentioned earlier, and everybody knows this, of course, you have your own rise story to share. It's well documented. Everything that you went through, still going through it. Every time you're able to push through the challenges, push through the limits, achieve and achieve more. And the most important thing while you do that, you get to inspire a lot of people along the way. How does this feel? Where does this come from, LeBron?
Well, it feels great to be able to be someone that people look to be able to accomplish more, to be able to rise to the occasion. And I just think it's just come from my upbringing, the people that put me in a position, my mom, who has so much strength and power to raise me by herself and things of that nature, and all the other guidance that I got along the way. So, it's come from quite a few things, and I'm just trying to take full advantage of it.
And a lot of athletes take for granted the fact that, they inspire the kids, whether it's directly or indirectly just by the way you play, the way you conduct yourself on and off the court. And then directly, like what you're going to do in this trip with the Rise kids. How do you pass on whatever it is that you've learned so far? And I know you're still learning some more to these kids, not only the Rise kids, but everybody who watches you play.
Well, I think my story speaks for itself. I was a kid who, didn't believe that I could make my dreams become a reality. And, I knew it was going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifice, and a lot of love. I just love the game so much that I wasn't going to let nobody tell me that I couldn't accomplish something. So I know exactly what a lot of these kids are going through, a lot of the Rise kids, a lot of other kids, what they go through on a day-to-day basis, so I'm able to relate to them.
Why do you like kids so much, LeBron? You always work with them around the world. You have your own foundation, obviously. You seem to be doing a lot with them. Where does this come from? Is it from a personal experience that when you were young, you were inspired also by an athlete, whether it's directly or indirectly? Or is it because you also did not experience it and you want the kids to experience it?
No, it comes from, me having my own childhood and knowing some of the struggles and everyday things that I went through, and then also having kids of my own. So, that definitely has a lot to do with it.
2 years ago, what do you take away from the brand of basketball to the Filipinos that you witnessed? You went around, not only in terms of the fans, you already know about the passion of Filipinos for basketball. It's a religion here. I could take you down a couple of streets down here, and I'm sure we can find a court right there to play ball. Well, what did you see from Filipino brand of basketball?
Well, just the commitment to the game. They love the game, they play it. You can tell that they're having fun. And you can always relate to some people that's passionate about the sport, and they definitely love the game.
And the Philippines obviously back in the world stage again, and it's perfect timing that you're here with us. As a basketball player, LeBron, there are two things that really stand out to a lot of people. You are a team player, you've always been, and you're a leader, and you've always been. Let's talk about the team player part of it real quick. Where does this innate ability to become a team player come from? Because you've been praised for it, you've been criticized for it, funny enough, but you've stuck to what you believed in.
Well, it comes from just my upbringing, the way I was taught the game. The little league coaches that I've had always preach team basketball, and in order for you to reach the full potential, then being able to make sure that the team is always in a rhythm, the team is at a high level and not just the individual. So it was just the way I was taught the game.
The other thing is leadership. And I'd love to focus on your evolution as a leader. From being a leader in your high school with your friends, your brothers, you call them your brothers, early days in Cleveland as a youngster, and then you were in Miami, a leader with your peers, with your batchmates even, and then you go back to Cleveland and you're leading some young guns. So you've evolved also in terms of the leadership role. How was that for you?
Well, like you said, I've evolved over the years, and the best part about it is to have guys that want to listen and want to learn.
Right.
And when you have that, you're able to, you know, understand how you want to lead certain guys. So you got to lead. Everyone can't be led the same way. You got to be able to talk to guys a certain way. So, you know, I've learned over the years how to master it, and hope I can continue to learn from it. You know, every day.
Is that something that you can pass on to the kids? Is that something that you can teach kids, or is it just by example?
Well, I think it's by example and it's by command as well. I don't think you can teach leadership. You either want it or have it, or you know, or it's not there. And I think it's a trait that I've always had.
Let's talk about your role with the RISE kids. You're not a stranger also to the RISE program. You know how it is. You know what it's all about. What will your role be with these kids? What are you going to teach them from a skill set standpoint? Or RISE is also about being better versions of themselves. So what are you going to impart to them?
I think more than teaching them a skill set, I think it's about the inspiration that comes behind it. You know, the stories that I can give them, tell them about the game, and then it's up to them to use that, the words that I give them, or use them to better themselves. I think that's what's more important than anything.
Let's talk about tonight's main event. That's going to be exciting. You know, the last time you were here, and we mentioned this when we did that show last time, the people stayed up through rain, through the sun, overnight to get tickets to that show. This time, I hear over 10 minutes, you know, tickets are gone online. What are you excited about tonight? What are we looking forward to in the main event later on tonight?
Well, I'm excited to be around those fans again. It was an exciting time 2 years ago, and I've been looking for this opportunity and this moment for a while now. So, you know, I'm looking forward to that, and also I'm looking forward to the kids that get an opportunity to play in front of those guys. You know, play in front of that crowd like that, and I think they should just take that and just soak it in and give as much, you know, as much game they can, but just have fun with it more than anything.
It's going to be a moment for them to remember, obviously, in their young basketball lives, and maybe something that will never happen to them again. LeBron James, thank you very much for coming over. You'll see more of them later on tonight at the Mall of Asia Arena. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for the King. He's back, LeBron.